How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We're doing a video on CHEK stock, or CHEK cap stock. This is a company that I've had brought up to me all day today, from Patreon members to Discord members to people in the comments to everyone. I mean, I've had family members that have written me about this one. It's one that I wanted to take a look at deeper, and so far, I did end up buying today. I'll explain how much I bought towards the end. This is a re-recording of the first part of the video because I was not able to get the camera to work. There's a problem with it. So the middle part of the video, all the juicy information will be without a face cam. So please don't click off the video because it gets boring or anything like that. Whenever I don't have a face cam, it seems like people don't want to watch. I'm not sure if it's just because the screen is boring that I'm showing you, but definitely stay through to the end. There's a lot of good information. I am very bullish about the company. And I'll be honest, I'm trying to put this up before the market closes. It's going to be very tight because it does take a while for me to put these up. So I am going to try to put it up as quickly as possible. There's really going to be no editing in this because I want to get it up to you as quickly as possible. I think the information is way more important than hearing me say a couple times. So I know a lot of people are outside the US and can't get in on the market or after the market closes because they don't have access to that. So I'll keep that in mind going forward for this video. So if you guys want to see this as fast as possible, I will be doing this without editing, hopefully. And also, if you guys want to get this news a little bit faster, there's a link down below to Patreon. I told them all that I was buying this company, and I did buy the company. I'll explain how much towards the end and what I'm thinking about, what the company does, why it's blown up today. But if you want to get earlier, you can check out the Patreon. Also, if you are in the US and you don't want to join Patreon, but you guys want some free money and you can trade after market hours, you can check out the link down below to WeBull, where they're giving away 4 free stocks. They're doing this for a little bit longer. Just deposit $100. You can get 4 free stocks, and they have post-market trading up till 8 p.m. Eastern time. So the company that we're taking a look at, and before we get into it, if you don't mind hitting the like button, I appreciate that too, and subscribing. The company that we're looking at is CHEK. Now, it's up 185% today. The company that we covered recently that is in a similar sector that was a penny stock was BNGO. This one is up massively. We bought in at $1.25. I'm hoping that this next company is the next BNGO where we can ride it up 400% in a week or something. But I'm putting a small amount of money forward for this one just because I still need to do more research. I've done research, but I need to do more research. It was up so much today, and I usually don't buy stocks when they're up 200%. And it's just a really risky, speculative investment. That being said, though, there's a reason why it's up so much today. And just looking at the company, what they do, it is a company that has this capsule. And it's the first and only preparation-free test to detect colorectal polyps before they may turn into cancer. Now, this is a very important thing going forward because this is a real problem in the US health-wise. I mean, the person that played the Black Panther had this. He had this kind of cancer, I believe, and passed away really young. It brought a lot of attention to it. It's expected to increase, I believe, 60% in the next 10 years, this disease. So this is a big problem. And more than 1/3 of the US screenings age population avoids standard screening procedures such as colonoscopy. C-SPAN has the potential to offer a more patient-friendly option, enabling people to get the screening they need. It's patient-friendly, no bowel preparation. I've heard terrible things from people that have to have colonoscopies. You have to take a liquid. It cleans you out for days on end. There's no sedation, pain, or discomfort, no interruption of the daily routine. There's cloud-based analysis, which allows physicians to analyze data anywhere, so you don't even have to go into the hospital to do this, as I understand. And basically what you do is you swallow this capsule. It travels naturally along the gastrointestinal tract while scanning the inner lining of the colon. C-SCAN cap actively communicates with the second element of the system, the C-SCAN track, which records and stores the scanning data. When this scanning procedure is over, C-SCAN cap will be excreted naturally. The patient is notified and the scanning data can be analyzed by using proprietary software. So one thing that I've heard people talk about with this is that they think there's some risk of to their health, right? The comparison that I've heard is this kind of radiation is similar to if you got on an airplane and traveled across the US. It's very small. Now, the company itself is one thing, but then you have to take a look at the product. So you have to kind of measure them differently, right? The thing that I like about BNGO is the product. I think that the product is awesome. Now, the company is the thing that people find the risk in. If this was some really large company, you would think this was game-changing technology that could push the stock up. And when it's a smaller company, I think we are a little bit more risk averse. I know personally, I saw this stock and I saw it jumping up so much and I thought it's probably just based on hype. However, what they're offering, I think, is quite impressive. So they have the capsule, they have this pack that you put on your back, and then you can view it from this cloud. Now, taking a look at the company itself, they have a decent amount of cash. So I don't know what they've burned through recently, but as of September 30, 2020, they had about $22 million in cash. Now, they do lose money constantly. The research and development expenses were about $2.7 million for the 3 months. So they have a little bit of runway. However, I would assume that they would dilute shares here. Now, I believe, if I remember right, they don't have any debt. So I need to check on this. This is one of the things I heard, but I need to check on this from the company. Some of the research that I still have to do. But I am getting more bullish on this. The more I see it, the more that I understand about it. And it's allowed, I believe, in the UE or the EU, Europe and Israel. I believe it got allowed to be used there. Now, again, this is early on for me. I'm doing something that I don't normally do, which is talk about these companies before I'm really able to provide the best info possible. I mean, usually I want a very high conviction rate, and I did buy this company. I bought about a third as much as I bought of BNGO to start. So maybe half as much. So a smaller conviction rate because I still have more research to do. However, you can see this is what I was trying to get before, that they've received regulatory approval for marketing in the EU and Israel. So right now they have had clinical trials that showed promising results, including safety, high patient compliance, and high sensitivity at detecting precancerous polyps. So I am buying this one. However, I would approach at your own risk. I will say I know a lot of people that have been commenting about this stock. I did a couple live streams earlier today. People were blowing up the live stream with the stock. I've had people message me on my Discord. I've had people message me from Patreon. I've had it in the comments. I've had it everywhere. There's a high amount of volume on this company right now, and they're burning through the cash is less important as the stock price goes up. As the stock price goes up, they are able to dilute shares. We've seen that with NNDM countless times. And I would be happy if this company, or even if BNGO, either of these ones, dilute shares a little bit or have a direct offering or some way to drum up cash. I think that when they go up this much, that's the best time to do it, which could send it down temporarily. But if I see that, I'm not selling out of it because of that. I definitely will be excited that they do that. So let me know your thoughts on this one below. If you guys want to get in on the action a little bit earlier, you can definitely check out the link down below to Patreon. We're up about 6 or 7% so far, and I have a feeling this one will continue to run up. I could be wrong, so do this or invest at your own risk. I'm not a financial advisor, but let me know your thoughts. I appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.